Right. Someone coming down. Here we go.
My name is Roberto González, and today we're going to talk about ethnic cleansing. But first, what is ethnic cleansing? Means to systematically eliminate an ethnic group by deportation, forced immigration, or even genocide. And today we have four special guests that will give us some relevant information and their opinions of this thing. Welcome our first special guest, Karla Martínez. Karla, please tell us some influences that North America has in this phenomenon.
Well, I think some of those countries that take part of want to help the others usually want something else, like international awareness or the advantage over the other countries. This issue is a huge problem because sometimes the countries do extra things that prejudicate the others. It's a problem that needs to be solved inside just in the country affected.
Thank you. And let's welcome our second special guest, Andrea Tamez. Please, Andrea, tell us some advantages and disadvantages that you find on this phenomenon. What do you think about ethnic cleansing?
Well, one advantage that I found in ethnic cleansing is to be that decisions are easier to make because of the fact that there are only one kind of people. So government won't have to worry about others' opinions. Also, if ethnic cleansing is good or not, I think North America shouldn't be involved with any type of empathy. Because they don't actually know how the situation is there and they can only make things worse. But also, we have to take into consideration that these countries have been having these troubles for a long time now, and maybe they do need external help. But as we said, North America is always trying to get benefits for themselves, and we don't know if they are only going to do that for them or for the other countries.
Thank you, Andrea. And let's welcome our third special guest, directly from Nebraska, Adriana Márquez. Adriana, can you hear us, Adriana?
That's happening in Burma, in Southeast Asia. There we have a city-state called Rakhine. In this case, the same government is eliminating all these ethnic races. The government are the Rakhine Buddhists, and they are burning all the mosques of the Rohingya Muslims. They are selfless. They can defend themselves from the same government, and they have to look for a refuge in some other places.
And what do you think about the United States intervention in the countries to trying to restore the peace among the races?
I think that they really need external help, in this case the USA, because if the government is persecuting them, they can defend themselves.
Thank you, Adriana. And our fourth special guest, direct from Netherlands, René de León. René, can you hear us, René?
Hi, today I will talk about a history fact that happens in the 1990s in Bosnia-Herzegovina. There were three ethnic groups, the Muslims, the Serbs, and the Croats. And the Serbs start to kill all the Muslims and the Croats. This finished as a genocide by hand of the Serbs.
Thank you. And what do you think about the United States intervention in the countries trying to restore the peace among the races?
I think that is bad. We can see this when they intervene Vietnam to help them. They finish with only a death prestige and a lot of soldiers killed. So I think that they don't have to go to another place that isn't his problem.
Thank you, René. And to conclude today's show, here is a video that evidences how ethnic cleansing has been affecting us throughout the years. Thank you.
There used to be a saying, don't let the sun go down on you in Forsyth County.
My dad always told me that the family was run out of Pierce City.
The mob stood shoulder to shoulder and just fired across into what we believe was the black community.
When you start to read these things, you're stunned by it. How do we cure the past in a sense? With the black-owned land in Forsyth County, what you see is a sale from somebody to a black landowner. And then you don't see the next deed.
Adverse possession is the way that people have of taking title to property without buying it.
The whole culture of this area evolved out of the eviction of those African Americans from Pierce City.
When I was down there trying to find my great-grandfather's grave, and they would not help me find his grave, and the gravedigger turned and said, nobody's going to dig a grave up here ever. My goal is to get James exhumed and moved to Springfield.
I'll help you if I can, Charles.
Okay.
That's all I can tell you.
Okie doke.
Don said that Charles was going to send the city a bill for $6,000. It's upset me very much.
I don't think there's any amount of money that'll ever change the heartache that was caused in 1901. It still would have the same hurt.
Dry. Someone coming down. Here we go.